Good morning, students. Welcome to the next session of GK class. In this video, we will learn about animal senses, third chapter of the same unit, World Around Us. So, you know that nature has given special capabilities to the animals by which they can detect their predators, means enemies, and they can find their food and shelter. And for this, they use their various body parts to detect the surroundings. These can be their sometimes antennae, or sometimes their even some other body parts. So let us try to find out what are their animal parts which help them to detect their surroundings. Like first one is, it uses echolocation to detect obstacles, predators and prey. It emits clicking sounds and receives their echoes through its lower jaw. So this particular organism uses its lower jaw to detect the echoes, that is the sound variations, to detect its prey. That means it's how to find out its food. And predators here refers to the enemies which can attack him. So it has to protect itself. The name of the organism is dolphin. So dolphin, write down in the first column. Next is, it uses the whiskers on its face to ascertain whether it can pass through a particular space. Whiskers on its forelegs help it to get information about the captured prey. So this organism uses its whiskers, the long hairs, which are present maybe on the face or on its forelegs. Forelegs means front legs, by which it can come to know about its prey. So the organism is cat, whether it has caught hold of the mouse or not. Its eyes can move independently, hence it can see in two different directions. I hope you might be knowing about this organisms. The particular, we call it chameleon, which can see in two directions at the same time. And it can also track its predators and prey without turning its head. So you all must have heard and seen also chameleon. Fourth one is, it has eye spots at the tip of its arms which contain light sensitive pigments, means some pigments which are sensitive to lights, coloring pigments which can detect some light. This allows it to sense shadows and changes in the brightness of the light. So the particular organism here we are talking about is starfish. Starfish, aquatic animal. Then fifth one, it has special hairs on its feet that help it to taste. When it sits on flower, its feet tell it whether it should drink from the flower or not. So now you can easily find out who sits on the flower and who can decide whether to drink. Drink here refers to the nectar. So it will be butterfly. Butterfly. Sixth one is, its tail has almost no fur and acts as an organ of touch. The tail of this organism acts as an organ of touch. Its snout has many sensory nerves. Snout here refers to the mouth and the nose. Together we call it snout. Is extremely sensitive to minutest differences in touch and texture. So with the help of its snout, it can find out the difference in the texture of the thing. So this organism is mole. Here they have given the pictures also. This is the mole. And here, did you know or know more? This information also you need to study. The platypus uses sensors in its bill, that is its mouth, bill, to detect beak-like structure, is also known as bill, to detect electrical impulses sent out by prey in murky water. So they can ask you about the organism which detects by sensors by using its bill. So we have to write platypus. The next chapter is about marine life. So here we will be talking about those organisms who are found in sea water or in oceans. So see the first picture. It is the weirdest looking sea creature, means not good looking, very weird and very lazy also, and even while eating it only gobbles and it barely spends its energy. So the name of this organism is blob fish. So you have to write down blob fish. Now see the second picture. You can see it reminds of a tree-like appearance, Christmas tree-like appearance. But this is not a tree, this is a worm. We call it Christmas tree worm. And it is found in Great Barrier Reef, Lizard Island. It lives in a tube. It can withdraw its tree-like crowns if threatened. Whenever it feels threatened, it can withdraw its leaves, means it can fold its leaves, and its spiral branches are actually its breathing and feeding apparatus. The branches which you can see here, they help in eating food, feeding also. So remember the name Christmas tree worm. Third one is this picture. You can see this is flamingo tongue snail. Flamingo tongue snail, a type of snail, and it has flamboyant coloration. You can see from the picture the colors it is represented. All its colors come from the soft parts of its body, and this is which envelops its shell unless it is threatened. So if it is threatened, then it will be covering itself inside the shell. Otherwise you can see all these types of colors of its soft body. So the name of this organism is flamingo tongue snail. The next one is, it is found along the southwestern coast of Australia. It uses its fins not only to propel itself, propel means to move forward through water, but also as a camouflage to resemble a piece of drifting seaweed. Camouflage is a sort of adaptation, and in which the organism mingles with the surroundings so that it can protect itself from its enemies. And you can see from here, from its sea body parts, it seems that it is just like a seaweed plant which is in the sea, found in the sea. So but it is not a plant, it is an animal, and the name of the animal is leafy sea dragon. You must have heard about sea dragon. So this is called leafy sea dragon. The next one is, it is found in Gulf of Mexico. Related to jellyfish, it gets its name from the flower of the same name. So you can imagine, you can compare this with Venus flytrap. Must have heard about Venus flytrap, the insectivorous plant. So since its shape resembles, actually it is a sea anemone. So the name given to this organism is Venus flytrap sea anemone. The last one is, it tends to look like a hovercraft. You can see here, just like a hovercraft. When it is moving along, it exudes a poisonous toxin. It produces a toxin from its skin, mucus, which is secreted from its skin, and it tends to make very distinct grunting noise when it is captured. And it gives out a very grunting noise, sort of type of very loud and not, you can say, not pleasing sound when it is captured. The name is longhorn cowfish. Longhorn cowfish. So dear students, please revise these two chapters till we come in the next week again with the next two chapters. Thank you. God bless you.